What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol NVDA for NVIDIA Corp. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talk about the stock regularly here on the channel. The main thing to point out is the continued hold of this 240 support. It is definitely turning into a flush point, though, and that's really clear to see on the 30-minute time frame. If I just zoom in here, there's a couple of ways you could look at this. It could be a really sloppy head and shoulders pattern, something like that. Your neckline breakdown is 240, or you could just simply say it's an H pattern and the equal low should produce that next lower low underneath 240, right? So no matter how you slice the cake here, 240 is the must hold level inside of NVIDIA. And if it breaks, what's the target underneath? Remember that we should retrace this structure in here fairly quickly. I would start to look for the gap to fill, so from 230.56 down to 228.50s roughly, and then essentially a move to the low end of that area around 220 or 219.50 if you like the nice round numbers and a little bit more precision. It's basically the low end of the double bottom we saw in there. Again, let me illustrate that on the 30-minute time frame, a little bit easier to see. There's your double bottom. Where were those touches? Again, roughly 220, 219.50 if you want to split the difference there. So that's the downside case if we get the breakdown of 240. If it's going to continue to hold, I would expect chop in this general area, and we're only getting bullish if this wants to produce a double bottom type pattern. Neckline break, or essentially in my eyes, it's got to be really up and over 250.75, not even the neckline, because if you break this, right, you're just running right into this overhead resistance as well. So really, the neckline break, we'll put quotes around the neckline, right, is still up and over 250.75 for a retracement through some of this poor structure to get us closer to that all-important area. Remember, it was the low from here where the selling really accelerated from. It's also where we caught some resistance for our first lower high around 257.86. Okay, so to me, that's probably a day trade scalp, and from there, you will monitor for continuation, into the resistance trend line coming from the daily time frame chart. Now, if we reattempt the resistance trend line off of a higher low from here to here, it starts to look promising, especially in short proximity of time to start to break. The one thing that's going to throw a wrench in this analysis, of course, is the earnings announcement that's coming out on the 16th. So I believe that's the Wednesday session. So be on the lookout for that after the close, of course. So those are my thoughts inside of NVIDIA. If you enjoyed the video today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.